the mic maxed out. That media source, desktop audio. We'll bring that down a little bit. Audio input caption. Audio. See, I don't want it to pick up my music. Call Junior. I gotta get a few things ready yet before I. Hey bud, I'm on the live stream, so do you have the ability to open up the live stream and just tell me how the music sounds? Yeah. Thank you. And my voice too. There's gonna probably be hear my music? Not in the shop right now, no. Okay. But I am gonna be turning off the heater soon. That doesn't matter, it's quiet. Okay. Are you still talking to your friend? I'm listening right now. Don't what? We can't say any. What did you just? You don't know. Come on, man. I'm just asking you to listen to the radio. It doesn't show a lot. It doesn't show. No, I know. It's just showing the bike. I mean, how does the audio sound? Good. And can you hear the music? Yeah. Okay. Bye. All right. See ya. Oh, hey, we have 3 viewers. What's that? Welcome everyone. Let me know how audio sounds. I'm using a different mic and I don't know how much I should turn it up down here on the mixer. This is all new, basically my second attempt at this. I'm gonna go get a few things set up yet that I needed to do before 9 o'clock. Hey, welcome. We got 4 live viewers. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to try to get this all figured out. I'm putting on my microphone right now. All right, microphone's on. Let me know how the audio out of my voice is in the background music. If there's an echo, I don't know, because I'd like to have a little music on myself. This is all copyright free, paid for, subscription. We'll see what happens with that. I'm trying to add a second camera here just for the heck of it, and I'm having a really hard time. Oh boy, that's not gonna work. All right, let's undo. Oop. We'll just go back to this one. They're both the same. All right, well, we got 5 live viewers. Welcome, everyone. I did not, this is the most live viewers I've ever had, I think. No, I think we've been up to like 10 or 17 when Rob's here, so. I gotta get a few more things set up here and we'll get this party started. We are on a new camera tonight, and we'll be working a little more on this Yamaha 125 Enduro. Yeah, so I'll get a few more things set up here, and we'll get rocking, chatting, have some fun for an hour. Boy, that hum's loud. I might unplug that one light. It's so loud. Wonder, lighting is really tough. But we've got a couple lights here. Oh, see if they. And the music is just on autoplay, so it is what it is. But please let me know in the, in the comments what everything sounds like, because I'm using a backup mic. I lost my mic I used last night, which I thought had quite an echo to it. I really would like the new DJI, just anything better than what I currently have. My mic is one of the things I did buy, and I think I spent $20. So you pay for what you get, and that is true. And again, the music, I did not pre-listen. I should be on that camera. Why? Why am I not on the camera? Okay, it shows it there. Uh-oh. We got 6 live viewers, and I'm gonna have to delete that. All right. Is this the real camera though? Get ready for a spectacular. Yeah, it's not moving. The camera's gone. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna figure out what I need to do here. Video capture device. Yeah. That's what we want. Oh. All right. So why is it not showing up? Oh, we just lost 3 viewers over that, so that's cool. That's cool. They clicked on and saw nothing cool. So I'm gonna have to cut the video feed to this and just restart it. Sorry, everybody. We're gonna stay live. It's just probably gonna go blank for a minute as I learn. Okay, there needs to be at least one scene. Okay, so I don't want a media source. We'll just try adding a new one. Add existing, a video capture device. Is that it? Let's move it. Nope. All right, this is just falling to pieces. Falling to pieces here. We're gonna delete that. Let's try deleting that. Are you sure you want to? Yeah. All right. Now we got nothing. Now we're going to add a new one. Nope, we're going to create a new. There it is. All right. We are back in action. I don't know about this window thingy here, but there we go. Make it bigger. We got 4 live viewers. Wonder if our evening expert to Go Fast Racing, I believe was his handle. I'm sorry, I'll get better. I was so grateful to have you along with us last night, and thank you for the email. I'll definitely reach out on Instagram here. But please, if anybody's in the chat, if you could just let me know how the audio is, how the background music, how my voice is. I want to make sure that there's, maybe you can't hear me, but I have the questions up there. So hopefully there's somebody in the chat can let me know how my voice sounds, because it's showing up on the mic and my desktop audio is showing that it's outputting it. And this is my first time ever, so I have no idea what I'm doing. On the bikes a little bit, but I've got you guys to hold my hand through the bikes, and I guess I need you to hold my hand through this too, because I am clueless at the moment. All right, we're gonna get a few more things set up. Move this. So impressed with how the internals of this thing looked last night. I could not believe it. And then I'm still, maybe I'm just gonna go off on an hour-long tangent about how this oil tank, okay, oh, there, has these little steel lines, safety tethers, and probably made out of hemp, a nylon type. The mice didn't even eat it. Look at this. They took a nibble here and there, but they're like, you know, this is just amazing. Organic in 1970. All right, we're gonna adjust a few things here. Another light going. A lot of challenges to this that you don't really know until you start. Filming is one thing, to just have the idea and have it right in front of you, film it, takes a lot. But to do this on live streaming is, I'd rather just almost chat about stuff than work on stuff, look at stuff and talk about stuff. There we go. Look at that. OG. One more light adjustment. All right, we got 4 live viewers. Wonder if I push the chair. Get some people in the chat first. There we go. Westy, Matua. Any of my homies out there? Frankie, Dougie, Musical, anybody listening? Go Fast. Oh, I'm right here. All right. We're here for the bikes. Oh, see, look at that. I just showed myself and dropped the viewer. I gotta call my son again just to make sure. just to make sure that it sounds, because if people are coming in and they can't hear any music, any audio, who's gonna want to stick around?
The person you're calling isn't accepting messages right now. Why don't you text them or try calling again later? Thank you for calling US Cellular voicemail. Bye.
All right. Boy, that's so. Original battery, January of 1969. Nuts. Nuts. Okay, there I can see myself. Cool. Alright, bud, answer, please. Hey, bud.
What?
I'm live right now. I got 35 live viewers, but nobody's saying anything in the chat. Can you just put the stream back on and tell me how the audio, if you can hear the music and then hear my voice talking?
I can do both.
You're watching it?
Yeah.
Really? So you're one of my. Okay, that's pretty cool. If you want to come out, dude, you can.
All right.
We're on the chat. The chat's gonna
Okay,
probably
bye.
light up. We got 495 viewers.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. We got 6 now, so that's pretty cool. All right, so he says everything sounds good. 12-year-old says everything sounds good. You guys can let me know. Tonight, I think we're going to get a little bit of an idea, a game plan, so to speak. Oh, musicals on. That's why I'm not getting any view. I mean, half of my viewership is MMA peeps. Is Giuliano in there? See his face in the thumbnail. Maybe Giuliano Ariente is in there. I'm just pulling up, see if I can get my live stream from last night, because we had a great time, and I'm gonna click on it and then mute it right away. So now will it show the chat? Oh yeah, there it is. Go Fast Racing. All right, my buddy Go Fast Racing. We had just a great time. I was talking about what I wanted to take apart. Oh nope, it just goes down so far and then it stops. Interesting. Or maybe I'm helpless. Nope, it just stops there. So I know that sorry, I just spaced out, man. I can't even concentrate. All right, we got 4 live viewers. What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. We are diving into this 1970 Yamaha 125 AT1 Enduro. I knew nothing about this until the other day when I rolled it down the ice-covered driveway, excuse me, which I will share. I've got a little bit of a video put together. How can I do that? I can barely. Let's. Going to. There we go. We're gonna click on this. Excuse me. We're gonna grab this link. We're gonna mute this. We're gonna copy this. Copy. Let's cut copy on one word if you say copy. And then we're gonna drop it in the link here. Drop this in the description. In it. Paste it. So then you can, if you have any interest at all, you can click on that, and that's kind of an intro as to where I found these bikes and how I got them into my shop and how much I paid for them. They were not some rare Facebook marketplace find for $100 or epic buried in a barn somewhere in Missouri. Nope, they were just up at my neighbor's house. So I want to talk about this battery because it just blows my mind away that it's original. I mean, I guess it shouldn't, but it does. I wonder if it's worth anything. My son told me, he's like, it's probably worth quite a bit. Are you still listening, bud? Drop something in the chat. I wonder if you can chat. If you say something in the chat, if it'll show up as Rob's neighbor. So if you would be so kind to do that, son, I would appreciate it. I'm not looking at the right screen. There we go. All right. All right, yeah, we're good. We're good. Need a little bit better lighting. Come on. All right. There we go. There we go. Oh. All right. So. I'm just blown away. I thought it was a 6 volt, and you should have heard me last night. I was trying to make this into some type of a weird 6 volt battery, and just, oh, that was probably really nice on the viewer's ears. That was probably really nice. I'm going to turn off. There. We were good. Okay. All right. Back to that. Just little problems. Oh, a lot of. There it goes. All right. Welcome everyone. Looks like we've got a couple new viewers in here. We're up to 4 live viewers. My son might come out and run OBS Studio once we get that number 4 up to 4,000. I'll need him out here running the board. But for now, I'm stepping over to the computer. Gonna work on the bike a little bit, talk about the battery, check the chat, and give this till about 10 o'clock. Maybe we'll go till 10-ish. And the MMA Guru's live too right now, so 50% of my audience is probably, I'm gonna guess not motorcycle fans, but the other 50% definitely is, and the other 30% is bus people, and the other 20% are definitely Oshkosh, V-Plow, which we're gonna get into all that. If you wanna talk about crushing cars, dirt bikes, anything, just shout it out. And I think my son can even respond to the chat in the house. So, if you got any questions, we also have him on deck too. So, here we are. Again, back at this battery. Hey, Go Fast, how's it going tonight? I just picked up this battery. Hopefully you can hear me okay and the background music is good. My son says everything sounds fine. I'm using a different mic than I did last night. Yeah, we've got, my neighbor Rob has a 1962 Oshkosh M4H19 MH big Oshkosh, all-wheel drive, Cummins diesel V-Plow, the size of Texas on the front. Really cool truck. We did a short little video. Thank you for the audio feedback. We did a video on that a while back. It did pretty good, but it's just been so mushy around here that if he were to get it out, it would literally destroy everything. So I was just talking to myself about this battery, I was telling my son in the car today that it had the original battery that came in this bike. Maybe with a better camera we can see. January of 69, right there. So I was thinking, oh yeah, the Oshkosh EAA, yes. That's probably 3 hours from here. Very cool. I would love to go. I haven't yet. I love airplanes. I don't fly unless you take me. But I would love in the next 15 years to have a little something, even a powered, I don't want to say a powered parachute, but man, it looks appealing, and I would like a fixed wing. I like fixed wing aircraft. I just really enjoy fixed wing aircraft. Any size, as long as it's a fixed wing. So, is this battery worth anything? My son says, Dad, if it's original battery, maybe it is. You know, we clean it up really nice for collector purposes and stuff, but I don't think one would even attempt to ever put fluid back in it. Just clean it up and put it in there for pictures, probably. But the fact that it is original, I wish I could read what was on this tape. It's just too faded. It probably says Yamaha 125 Enduro, whatever, and a date. Whoever owned these was, I'm guessing, pretty meticulous. Oh, I've got a blue top battery GS 12N5-4B sitting in front of me. Original battery for a 1969 Suzuki TC305 Scrambler. That's cool. What do you do with it? Are they valuable? Like one that's in such good condition like this, wouldn't we want to just keep it, you know, at least keep it with the bike? Not that we're dealing with a showpiece, but and why is this one a 12 volt and the 175 a 6 volt? I have a theory, but I want someone to back up my facts with the theory. Unfilled, they are worth a couple bucks, not too much, about the price of a new battery. Okay. And so let's get the 6 volt out. I'm gonna step front there, grab a drink real quick. There's a squeaking. So wet outside. Snow's melting, rain pouring. All right. Oh, and it's screwed. It's screwed to the bike. So we're gonna grab the camera and take y'all with me. Woo, talk about flying. Oop, and hard landing, jeepers. Boy, that is not what I thought it would be for lighting. I'm really, maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, or worse than I think it is. I'm gonna pull that 6 volt out. I'm gonna check the chat here. Correct, you can bag it and Tupperware it and keep it with the bike. Perfect, cool. I think it's really cool. Usually you see the Parts Unlimited Bike Master budget of the barrel battery that's been replaced a few times over the years, but this is almost better to find it like this, because this just backs up the fact that these have been sitting since 1975, most likely. Let's be nice and give it 80. Let's say they've been sitting since 1980. That's still 45 years. A little deformed, a lot of deformed. Pretty empty. 6N2-2A-3, made in Japan. This one is also dated. I saw 69 on it as well. Probably rubbed it off while I was touching it. Yeah, how awesome. How awesome. Buena Park, California, Yamaha International Corp. So back to the discussion of 6 volt versus 12 volt. How come the 125 has, here we're going for another flight, bear with me everyone. How come it has, why did they not just go with 12 volt? Again, I have a theory, but I don't want to really say what it is until someone in the chat says something. I'm guessing it's going to be go fast racing. The trick on both of these for opening some power up without having any additional wear is the pipe. Now there is a system of filleting the pipe open from the back side, cutting out all the packing. All the packing and baffling, and then make a center and end cone for a proper 2-stroke pipe. Shape them kind of like an oval, squeeze them inside, then put the thing back together. Buena Park is down the street from me? No way. Some of the advancements you will see aren't Japan based. They were improvements based on the California division's R&D. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Buena Park. So I have family in Orange County. I don't know where that is in proportion to Buena Park. Buena Park sounds a lot nicer than Orange County. I know whenever I visit them, we can watch the fireworks from Disneyland, if they have those still every night, or did. It's been a while since I've been out that way, but I rode Go Fast Racing. You're gonna dig this. Like in 2007 or 8, or 20 years ago almost now. Oh my God. I flew to California. Oh, perfect. Okay. So you're in Orange County. It's a big area and Buena Park is encompassed in there. That's cool. So my dad was out there working, excuse me, for U-Haul as a service. He wasn't he was like the boss of the service guys. So he traveled and it was cool. I went out and hung out with him for a few days, but it was during Christmas time, and on Christmas Day, I rode a Kawasaki 750 H2 triple to the dock. There's a boat dock, not a boat dock. I mean, this is the big deal. The pier, a pier. We rode to a pier to the beach. Maybe it was just Huntington Beach. It wasn't a super crazy long ride, but we were probably out on the bikes an hour each way, if I had to guess. But it was just really cool to be on a Kawi triple in California on Christmas Day, because in Wisconsin here that could never happen. So yes, fireworks every night at Disney. Still every night to this day. That is nuts. That is nuts. Newport Beach, Huntington Beach. Yes, it was. I want to say it was Huntington, but I know I've been to both. Been to California more than any other state, and it's only been a couple of times. So, all right, back to the 12 volt, 6 volt. Can Go Fast Racing just throw that in the chat too? If you like, why are they both? They both have production dates 9 of 69. It is a very classic California. Thank you, Christmas. It was awesome. It was so. It was. I'll never forget that. And I'm positive I put my feet in the ocean. I probably didn't obviously go swimming, but it was a really cold Christmas. They were saying, everybody was saying how cold it was, but I was like, let's put some gloves on and send it, man. We'll ride in 40-degree weather all the time here, so I won't anymore willingly. I'm just not a iron butt guy, as they call it. Now my neighbor Rob, he probably puts on as many miles as I drive a year, and I drive a lot of miles running my son everywhere, but my neighbor Rob always rides to work. Generally in the summer, if it rains, he doesn't care. And he's been riding to work for the last 20 years every day up until it gets snowy, and then he'll dig out whatever he can to drive on 4 wheels. But if there's ever a break, he's on too. The AT1 was a 6-volt stock in most any case. A conversion to 12-volt while retaining the lights and charging system is a popular modification. Very good to know. Cool. Okay. So it's most likely, because again, this yellow one is I get them confused. This is the AT1. So it's likely that it was upgraded. That's cool. And just to point out again, I really need to point out 3 features here that just encompass whether it's R&D in California, whether it's R&D in California or the Japanese guys. This made out of nylon, like a hemp type based rope, nylon. It's not nylon because it's real. I'm not breaking this thing. And the critters have nibbled at it, but they never. How come? All right, let me get. I want to get a little serious. How come Ford can't make a wiring harnesses that rodents won't just annihilate? But in 1969, 1970, the Japanese, or Yamaha, we made this. There's been mice living in this thing forever. Yet, no corn-based soy products. I guarantee you this is a hemp-based rope, whatever. Whatever, okay, I digress. Here, we have 2 little straps to help hold our little oil tank so we don't have to take off the hose if we want to service anything in here. This is just this is like caveat of what isn't anymore. So there, I had to get that out. I love those little quirks and features. They are just awesome. Little things like that go so far in practicality. And even if they were just thinking about it at the time, even if they were just thinking about it at the time, how can I get better lighting here for my next live stream? First, I could get that one out of there. All right, so tonight we're gonna keep it a little light. Oh, there we go. Kick the camera. Love reading this chat here. I need Junior out here. I believe the Enduro AT, okay, we talked that one. Now it was more popular when the parts were both readily available and when the next best thing came out. And these parts and bikes were sitting without attention, making such mods less costly than today and more common back in the day to wrench and mod stuff, even for small shops hiring newcomers. Very true. Very good point. What I believe is the mod for the 12-volt ignition is a CT1 crank. What I believe is the mod for the 12-volt ignition. Is a CT1 crank is used, a 12-volt stator plate, flywheel, ignition coil, and more. Gotcha. Okay. Very cool. Geez, what is this music here? I wonder if I can switch the music while things are going. Is this a little too out there for me? Again, I have not pre-listened. Do most of this, just chill beats, hoping. Rewind it. I actually thought the first ones were pretty decent. Go back to OBS. Oh, what? Electric start? I believe the electric start is also removed in that variant. It's possible the engine itself has been swapped, as the heads alone were often swapped and still are bolt up, pop up. Interesting. So these bikes, am I reading this right? The electric start? Is this like that Suzuki I did? I did a TS125 or a TS200. I did a little Suzuki twin two-stroke. I did crank seals, and I think that's all we really did on it, was just put new crank seals in, reseal the cases, the bearings. I mean, they can't, it was such a little bike with, yeah, the seals were rotted out though, and it wouldn't. Anyway, that had electric start, and that was cool. So if these bikes have electric start, and I have not dove into any, like, I don't even know, you saw how far we went last night, but I just don't know where you'd put a starter. But that would be the coolest thing in the world. Unless it was removed to do these mods. So, but I'm really kind of curious to just take this airbox cover off and see. I want to pull the pipe out. Speaking of the pipe, on the other one, the baffle or the end cone, you know, the end cone is gone. So maybe, and the other question I was going to ask Go Fast Racing was, you know, do you throw these pipes like in a fire to cook off all the, but you answered my question. You fillet them open and you can do some improvements that way. So the AT1 was famous for having electric start. The first year was a white only bike, I believe, much like the first DT1 250. Gotcha. The generator assembly and its large cluster of windings works as a starter. Oh, yes. Duh. I didn't even, while I was talking about that Suzuki, I knew that's exactly what, because the brushes and how all that went together. So what are the numbers on the engine? All right, questions, love it. We're gonna turn on some light. Well, actually, rather than taking you guys on, I'll just look right here. They're right here. Yeah, let's look together. A little bit of a bumpy ride over here, but that's what you get when you watch a live stream and talk about motorcycles. Light sneaking over here. Oh, jeepers. We're really zoomed in there. All right, let's grab a little cleaner and a little rag and wipe that baby off. Actually, I got some Dawn sitting right here. I'll just put a little gob of that there. Here's some water. I have plenty of bottles of water right now. My well pump went out, so we have water in bottles, but oh, I can imagine how much baffling there is inside the pipes. I'm sure they're pretty heavier than what one would think. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about the windings being the starter. I should have. But that's what you get talking and boy, that one number looks really weird. They didn't have their punch. All right. See, that drifts on me all the time. Okay, I'm sorry about this, everyone. We're gonna zoom out a little bit, or a lot of bit. I'm just gonna take this off. AT1 with a poor dash, and it looks like 121195. AT1 dash 121195. And then up here, oops, on the neck it says 121195. So is that, I'd call that numbers matching. Oh my gosh, we have a numbers matching. Boy, I really still have this thing zoomed in, don't I? All right. And then the plates too. Like, I know it's not matching, but that's really just so cool how they're both 150 or 58, and the other one is 57. And then over here on the VIN, there's, I noticed, so here on the neck, we've got 121195 as well. So it's stamped on the neck. It's on the, or stem, I don't know why I call it the neck, the stem, and then it's on the sticker there, and as well as the motor. So hopefully that can help you out with deciphering, as that probably makes it worth so much more money. No, I'm just kidding. What are the, like, I think I saw a couple like fully restored for 4-ish, and again, it was just a Google search when I was doing some researches to see what this even was, because before my time, and not too much before my time, but a little bit. All right, Angel Face Moto Rider, welcome. Welcome. I have dropped in to say hello. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We're glad to have you. We're looking at, well, just a mouse nest right now, I guess, but thank you for joining in. I'm going to read some of this here. If need be, you can probably bring this back to life fully with that, with what you have at home, without need for replacement parts, or if so, very minimal. A crank seal or a set of piston rings. Again, Angel Face Moto Rider, thank you for dropping in to say hello. Welcome. Go Fast says 1970 AT1 B competition, yellow AT1 12. Okay, so that's nice. Thank you for that information. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it just be awesome if this thing just like fired up? And I mean, we know it's not going to just fire up. We need to do some things here. But the tires hold air. And we all know if the battery is original, let's not beat around here. We know that the tires are original as well. And the tubes, you know, they may have had a flat here or there, but I would be willing to bet that the tubes are original as well. So we're gonna move the camera out a little bit here so I can get in there. We're gonna pop off the side of the airbox. And I'm hoping, judging by how the battery tray looks next to it, right in there, I'm hoping that that looks really bad. I know zero about, well, stick around and like and follow, or just follow and subscribe. I don't want to say all those things, but whatever you can do to follow us, I'm hoping, I've done a CR80. I've got video on that. And then I just did a Yamaha IT175, a 1983 IT175. I did a crank and seals on, and I'll be doing a video on that. So yeah, maybe you can learn a thing or two as I continue to learn a thing or two from members of the chat. Oh, we might have to get the... Oh, these are really rusted. Okay, that's not going to happen. Associated with that yellow. Okay, hold on here. 1,094 individual bike built for the 1970 production. Made in the middle of 1969, which would make sense. These are stamped 9 of 69, so September, right at the end of the run of the Enduro model of the AT1 in competition yellow. Marketing the first instance vintage air-cooled Yamaha dirt bikes were associated with that yellow. Marking the first. Okay. Wow, you are a plethora of information. Thank you so much. That is, I'm gonna just reread that and absorb it for a minute. So there's just 1,100 of these that were ever made. The Enduro model. Yeah, he certainly does. For sure. Go Fast is an encyclopedia on this thing. And I'm sure many other bikes of this era and other eras. And usually when someone's a guru in a department, I clearly knows a lot of this. And I'm all ears. All ears. As in, remember the late 70s? Oh, the YZs. Yes, the TZ750. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yup. The late 70s and Yamaha's yellow. Thank you. There's a little sticker here I have on this. Just to reinforce what you're talking about. There we go. Listen to that thing just... Oh, the two-stroke sound of that thing would make. I had a Yamaha RD 400 as a first bike, and it was blue and a 76, I believe. And I was in high school, so I bought it for like $600 from one of my dad's buddies. Oh, the power band wheelies on that thing were just amazing. But again, I was a kid, and I don't want to say young and dumb, but you've got ideas that I wouldn't have now. And so I restored the bike completely, but I did it in this just horrific looking yellow. And I'll always regret that, but I sold it and moved on, I guess. But I love the Yamaha yellow. I even have a cap. Somewhere I have a vintage Yamaha yellow like ball cap. I'll have to find that sometime. But. And then another horrible handling, brake, just a horrible bike I would love to have would be an RZ350 in that yellow. And I don't know if they ever had an RZ500 in that yellow. I know they were the red and white, but I think I'm getting, I think all the RZs were red and white, but I want to say they sold the Kenny Roberts RZ350 here in the States, and that would be a cool bike to have as well. Angel Face Moto Rider, what do you ride? What are you into? What you obviously got your gear and your helmet and all that. Just curious what kind of bike do you ride, and get to know a little bit about you that way. And what should we do next? Oh, we're taking these screws out. So I want to use the impact. I really like using an impact wrench on stuck Phillips screws. Not like the hand impact with a hammer, but like a full-blown air impact. What are your thoughts on that? Because that's what I'm gonna do to take off these airbox screws. I'm gonna probably try a vice grip first, but I'm gonna turn the air on for a second. I just find that if you can get the right bite and it just works every time, or it completely rounds them out and you're screwed and have to drill them or use a vice grip. There's just no other way. There is, let me know. I've heard of people like using a die grinder and cutting a flathead slot in it. I guess at that point, I mean, if the vice grip doesn't work and drilling it doesn't work, I don't know. Rarely do I have to drill them. Usually I can get a bite like we did the last night. We got the side cover ones off pretty easily. So that might be it. I'll give it a little bit more air. Did I hear you say an RZ350? So I've said a lot as an Angel Face Moto rider. My neighbor Rob, here, let me get this so I can actually be in the thing so I can talk to people. Hence the name of my channel, Rob's Neighbor. I'm Carrie. Welcome everyone. My name is Carrie, Rob, and I'm Rob's neighbor. My neighbor Rob is kind of a he's not fiction, he's real. And you'll see him from time to time. He had some sickness last week, and I didn't tell him about tonight's live stream. He just lives right, like there's a driveway and then a big hill and he lives at the top of that. And he's a motorcycle nut like me. I think he counted 22 RD350s he has. And then yes, my first bike was an RD. You know what? Let me walk around. I might have that picture up here. Let me see. Yep, I do. I have it. Nice. Let me get it. Oh, it's faded. Bad. It's faded. I didn't know it was that bad. Pretty cool though. Again, horrible. Oh wait, geez, there's the camera. Let me turn my flash off. Yes, if you want to watch a failed attempt at a live stream, there we go. All right, now I'm going to put the picture of the RD400 that I restored in high school. Completely decimated the seat. I sent the seat out and had that redone. They did a horrible job. Spec 2 pipes, worst choice ever. And there's 18-year-old me in the warehouse of the closed down Napa Auto Parts. And as cool and fun as it was, and the pipe sounded good, it was never the same. Should have just left it alone. Rode it and yeah, but so it goes. Live and learn, and that's life. So that was my first bike, and then I bought a CBR 600. But I did play around quite a bit on my dad's triples. He had 500 and 750 Kawasaki triples, and then I spent some time. Oh, whoa, there's a camera. Hey, how's it going? I spent quite a bit of time on an RZ 500. A friend of mine had, and then I also have another friend not too far from here who still has an RG 500 Gamma, which is the cool square 4 2-stroke. We love our 2-strokes. I kind of started on a Yamaha RZ350 sport bike back when I was a child. I didn't ride it myself, only was doubled on it. Very cool. Oh, the sound. I can just imagine hanging on to whoever's right. You're just wrapping your arms around them and hanging on. And Sounds like a collection I help maintain of RDs out this way. Oh, very cool. I would love to be a curator. Oh my gosh, that would be my dream job. That would be fun. And then to do videos on all the bikes too would be even more fun. Now, I will say, because I don't want to fluff my feathers in any way, I do not even know the year of it or the amount of, oh boy, metric, KMS it had. I was too young to pay attention to those details. Yes, yep. You know, I guess my dad's two-stroke, his 500 triple Kawasaki, he had a set of Bassani pipes on it. And we would ride out to a friend's house out in the country in the summertime and like going over hills here in the Midwest and the cornfields, like the fog and the sound, and it was just, nothing can replace that. But it would literally hum me to sleep, and a couple of times my dad would have to reach around. He could feel me when I would like fall asleep. It was literally so hypnotizing, of just, it was awful vibration too. Yeah, I loved all that, so love all that. Anyway, back to the RD collection. Let me see. Man, I want to get in the picture. I'm gonna have to shut this down soon too and get, all right. Hey, there's the camera, there's me. So Rob has a ton of RDs, and I probably guess, Rob, if you're listening and watching, I love you. You're my bro. Oop, that was probably really loud. He, like 10 of them run. 10 of them run. Maybe 15 of them might run, but most likely we could get 10 of them started. He might be laughing his ass off on his couch right now. But I don't know the amount that run. There's a lot of them. And there's a lot of other really, really cool bikes. So I'm like, we got to do something. We got to do something with this. Like, I work here at home. Generally, I've got a car on the hoist right here, but you know, I love motorcycles. This is my passion. And he's got a shed full. He's got 2 sheds that if I just did content on his stuff, do it for the rest of my life. And I'm not like, and then once we're done with his stuff, we can go to his dad's place and there's triple it. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. And honestly, his advice has been pretty good. He's like, hey, we got that bus sitting over there. You should do a video on that Detroit diesel bus. Okay, did that, really good views. The Oshkosh plow truck did really, a little bit off track. You know, we should stay in the lane of motorcycles according to YouTube. But I think anything cool, if you can portray it to others in a valuable manner, then you're gonna watch, hopefully, and enjoy what we have to show. So rather do something with it than just sitting around. I'm pretty sure the RD is very closely related to the RZ350. Yes, it was a 2-stroke with oil injection. Very good, very cool. Our air-cooled, liquid-cooled are the 2 big differences that I know. I'm sure there's bore and stroke and reeds and carb variances, but the main big difference is the air-cooled. The RD is air-cooled and the RZ is liquid-cooled, as well as the Yamaha Banshee 4-wheeler. They were like, hey, we got some of these 2-stroke liquid-cooled motors left over, and we're in like some power war with other 4-wheelers, which I know nothing of. And that's what the Banshee has, and it is literally an RZ350 motor just stuffed in there. 94 was fully faired and was blue with yellow. Oh, Yamaha racing graphics at the time. That is nice. What do you currently ride? Angel Face Moto Rider? And if so, what is your bike of choice? I currently don't ride. I'd love to more with my son, but we're just working towards things and getting there. We did a lot of trials back in the day. And I think trials is probably your best base of motorcycling. If you have a child or anybody of any age that wants to get into motorcycling, you should get into moto trials because it is so much fun. He was so mad at me that day. Literally, this picture, you see his mouth? Yeah, he's literally biting down on his tongue. He's looking at me because I'm giving him the look of like, you need to smile and take a 5 and make the best out of this situation. Because he was so mad, he was gonna break out crying because he did not want a 5 out on that section. But he just didn't have enough bite on the rear and just it sunk and buried it. And the bike just stayed there. So, yep, that was my son at 6, and he's been on a bike ever since. Just an extension of his body at this point. It's pretty crazy how fluid one can become with the machine. Yeah, that was funny. He was so disappointed. Did not want to get a 5 that day. Oh, a CRF 230 would be decent. Yeah. Very good. Good for you. That is awesome. That is a perfect bike. My son was asking me the other day, and he's like, Dad, what kind of dirt bike would you want if you could pick out any dirt bike? And I was like, honestly, like for just a dirt bike, a 150 2-stroke would be fine. I do not need a 250 4-stroke. It just put me in more trouble in the woods than what I can already get in. So being 6 foot, 200 pounds, I think that would be a little weak on the street for me, but town is like 5 minutes away and it's just like back roads. A CRF 230 it is the perfect bike, and I'm glad you have it and you love it and you'll never sell it and it'll last forever. That's the thing about Hondas, is they're just amazing. They're just amazing bikes. All right, what time is it? 10:09. Little past the what are these lights here? I gotta figure this out. I need some overhead lights. Anybody knows anything about lighting? I would like to somehow, I'm gonna back out so we can kind of see the area, since it's probably just Angel Face Moto Rider and our Yamaha Guru. I want to say 2 Go Fast Racing, but it's Go Fast Racing. Go Fast, yes. Names work good too. I'm all about them. It's just me and you now, Angel Face. Mine has under 6,000 KMS and checks all the boxes. Yeah, per kilometers. Okay, so are you north of me or over in the Europes, or? I'm gonna guess Canada, but just because of how you said yes, I said kilometers. That is really low. I believe that would probably be like 3,200 miles. Like that's not very many miles at all. Speaking of low miles, I don't know if you saw this, but this little gem has 1,100. And I just thought that was crazy. So I really wonder if they just rode this bike for a little bit for 4 years, because it was last registered in 75 and it's a 70. And you figure a couple 250, 400 miles a year here in Wisconsin running around. Maybe they had an epic year and put 1,100 miles on it, but just not having it rode much since then, and really makes me think that they've both been sitting for a long time. And after taking this engine apart last night, the top end off with Go Fast Racing, the internal, I mean, we're really probably not going to rebuild much on these. The internals are really nice. You could still see the crosshatch and the piston. I know there's some carbon on there and we need to clean it up a little bit better, but we will pull the cylinder off and check the piston rings. What a cool little score. And the price is right. My son was like, what are you gonna do if we get them running? And I said, we'll just put them back up next to the pole where we found them. I don't know what we'll do, honestly. They're not, you know, I guess it's up to Rob, and who knows, maybe we'll have some fun. Maybe we'll do a hair scramble. There's some hair scrambles I want to do. Go Fast Racing, would this hold up with me on it, or the 175 for an hour and a half doing a wooded hair scramble race is my question. I think it would, if I was easy on it and not, which I would be. There's no way I could outride it. I would be too tired by the end if I pushed it. So hopefully there's not hill climbs or sand sections, as most of them do have, but I am north. Awesome. Well, hello, friend to the north. Canada is beautiful and I love it. I've never really been there, but I do follow some creators. My absolute favorite YouTube channel in the world is from Canada, called Destination Adventure. Shout out to Dustin Porter at Destination Adventure. A cycle guy as well. He had a Sherco Trials bike in one of his videos, which you don't see a lot of YouTubers having Trials motorcycles in their adventure videos. You just don't. And I thought that was really cool. I don't know why I'm walking around videoing these bikes. I'm going to probably wrap this up here in a minute. I was hoping my son would come out and say hi. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but what's the weather like up there right now? Because we are gonna get some weather. Oh, that's just me. I can't get copyright struck for showing my screen. And check out this chair. Welcome to my motorcycle channel. Check out this chair. It's got a couple of, like, well, you can't even barely see it. It's some like cat scratches. It's like a kitty cat did its, but other than that, it's perfect. And I found it at our recycling center and cleaned it off, and I love it. I know next to nothing about dirt bikes, but I do know I don't know how to talk right now. I do know newer dual sports. I need to have a street legal bike for my lifestyle as I live in a big city. Okay. Street legal bike. I would have something really loud. I guess, I don't know. The last time I rode a bike, I was on a ZX14 in Madison, which is the capital city of our state, Wisconsin. And I got rear-ended at a stoplight. I was fine. The bike got pretty messed up, but it was, I don't know, it put me off on riding in general on the street. Having off-road a lot more than, well, I road raced as well for a while. We do have, here I could show this just because I think credibility is good to help build value for when one talks. But I kind of made that as like a little tribute to my road racing career. Spent quite a bit of time on the pavement and never got hurt, so to speak, financially a few times, but I find that just so, everything's a risk. We're all humans. This life is, you know, a gamble as it is. So just, you know, be safe and know your equipment, know your bike well and your surroundings. And just like everybody always says, ride like everybody's trying to hit you and you'll do fine. I'm back. Phone battery while walking around one of my workshops. Oh, cool. Thank you. You do know of Destination Adventure? Seriously? That is awesome. His video cinematography, cinematic is on point. He can give me goosebumps and bring tears like I've never experienced any. It's amazing. His show is just, his channel is hands down the best on YouTube, and how he's not, you know, so much higher in numbers. It is what it is, but I think every viewer that he has, every subscriber that Destination Adventure has, is definitely a dedicated viewer. So those are the ones you want to have. Maybe, you know, like I said last night, Go Fast, you sound familiar. The West Coast, though, unless you were in CCS in the 2000s up till about 2010, 2003 to 2010, 7-year run in the Championship Cup Series. I didn't travel too far out of the Midwest. I just stayed in my, you know, the region. Whereas Rob, my neighbor Rob with the ARMA AHRMA, I know he will go. I don't think he goes to New York or California, but pretty much everywhere else. He just went to Georgia a couple weeks ago and raced sidecars, like a motorcycle with a sidecar. And that's nuts. If you've done that, I would love to hear about it, because it's something that's always fascinated me, but I've never had the ability. I would never do it. I just wouldn't. I couldn't put enough trust in you as the driver, and I don't see how you could put enough trust in me as the weight distribution center. Anyway. Oh, cool. Awesome. Angel Face Motor Rider says, I know a couple girl riders in Wisconsin as well. Very good. Yeah, I've helped a few out over the years. One in particular, this lady I worked with at the dealership for a while, at auto dealership, weight bias and setting your weight bias on a street bike, or I think she was going to do a track day as well, to just make sure that her suspension and everything was set up the way it should be, is key. And really, I find that if suspension is the most important thing on your motorcycle, whether you're on the street, track, it's just gonna make everything better. It's gonna allow your tires to stick to the ground. It's gonna allow your brakes to work as they should. Suspension is key. Vision is good. Being able to see clear, that helps too. But I know Elise. Oh, so not funny story. If you take race takeoffs from anybody and you go to ride them in cold temperatures, you must know what you're doing, because I know that she did wipe out once on race takeoffs, because it was like 20 degrees, she said, and had to move her bike really fast or whatever. Something happened and needed to drive somewhere. Anyway, fell and broke her collarbone. So, and I had some really close calls running race takeoffs on the street. After I would be done with a race weekend, if I would run that rear pretty much to the cord on the street. But every time I was conscious of it and knew the tire. But that was just a story that I don't know why that came to my mind. But anyway, I'm gonna probably go, everyone. So thank you for joining. I need to get up to the house and make sure my son is in bed and see if he's asleep yet. You were talking about classic bikes with sidecar racing, right? Did you see that video by RevZilla about that topic? No, I did not, but I definitely will. Thank you very much for mentioning that, because I love RevZilla's content, and So my thing is I don't consume a lot of motorcycle car content on YouTube, and I don't know why. I when I do watch it, I love it, but it's almost like it's what I do. So I don't want to get. You should always know what your competition is doing. Whatever. I'm not competing with anybody, and I want to kind of just have my own unique way of doing things, I guess. And by not watching others, I feel that allows somebody to do that, because then you don't have any influence from anyone. It's probably not the way to look at it, but it's how I'm approaching it, and it seems to do okay. I like to watch a lot of just non-motorcycle car stuff, obviously Destination Adventure. And when I say watch, I don't just sit here and watch. I'll be doing stuff, listening, and maybe glancing, but generally we're always as productive as we can be throughout the day. I do join a few MMA live chats as well if there's some, I don't know why, but I love watching or listening to mixed martial arts chatter on the YouTube. I don't know if it's the silly drama or whatever it is, but it's an escape, and one I like to take that way. So yeah, if you want, here, I need, let me, I'm gonna do something quick. Right there. All right, I've got, hopefully you're okay with that. I just modded you without asking. I'm gonna try to put my camera, and I'm gonna go here soon too, but I hate the way I have I don't hate it, but I just don't like the way I have it all set up, which is good, because by doing this, there we go. I want to look at the camera, but I also want to see what I look like when I'm talking to the camera, and I can't unless I look here. So I'll you can also, if you want to ever leave a link in the chat, you can do that now. I've never modded anyone without their permission, so if you want me to unmod you, I don't have any mods in the chat tonight. So, not that we need one. Go Fast Racing has been very cordial, so let me pull this up quick. I'll see if I can do this. Search. Ooh. Oh, that would be cool. So my neighbor Rob also has a BMW, like big BMW, K1500, I don't know, whatever the biggest BMW motorcycle they make is, and that has a sidecar as well, and it's like a encased shell, and it's so cool. We're gonna do a video on that too. We will definitely do a video on that. Vermont to Canada on a 1965 BMW sidecar. That's awesome. Oh, perfect. There you go. There we go. I'm going to click on that. Make sure. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm going to pause it, and that'll be my. I'm going to watch this tonight, so I will. I would love to go for a drive like that. Oh my gosh, I would love to travel. Travel so bad. Perfect. Carrie. Carrie is my name. And yours, if you don't want Angel Face, is fine. I've been calling Go Fast, Go Fast. And now I know in a few chats that I'm in, there will be like, I get called Rob. More than anything, I get called Rob. But I'm not, I'm Rob's neighbor. I also get called Robbie. Dougie, if you're watching, Dougie's Corner calls me Robbie all the time. And then there's a few chats that call me by my name, which is cool. I don't know, it makes you feel. Westy, what's going on? Western Mass Climber. I had to make Angel Face Moto Rider a mod. I'm sorry. I hope you don't. Hope that's all good. Oh, you're all good. I've been called a lot worse today already. So, yeah, very high production value on Revzilla. They do, and then Fortnine. Now, for the longest time, I thought Fortnine like was him. It was just him. I'd show Rob. I'd be like, Rob, check out this video Fortnite did. We'd be so blown away at the production value. Well, come to find out, it's not just him. It's a, you know, a production. Yeah, ask away, please. Please ask all questions you want. We've got Westy in the house tonight. That's awesome. Good to see you, Westy. While you're here, though, I did hit you up on Instagram. I shot you a message, but I don't know if you can read it. Unless, I don't know. It said something that you got to look at. I don't know. You need to accept my friend, whatever. I don't know. But yes, you can check out Westy's. I'm just chilling, man. This is your channel. You mod who you want. No, you're the no, I understand. That's awesome. That's funny. Angel Face. I can now check out Western Mass Climber easy because I have a, yes, you can just click on it. It's really nice having moderation. And Westy too, you can like Fight Night Frankie. I don't know. I think by modding certain people, it really helps grow your channel and gives people trust, helps entrust others. I don't know. I think that's, I did know they were Canadian. I did know Fortnite was Canadian. But awesome content. Like I do enjoy his stuff for the most part. Some of it gets a little diluted, and now that I've watched a bit of it, but I still great content, good show. Angel Face Moto Rider, may I ask you something before you close up shop? So pipe away and ask away. Westy, it's been a Fortnite is our big online motorcycle store up here in the Great White North. Really? Like, I had no idea that they had pull up. You try to message me on Instagram? Yes, here, I'll do it right now again just to make sure. I downloaded Instagram last night for the first time ever. Well, maybe not. Maybe I've downloaded it in the past, but of recent knowledge and memory. And then I search Westy. I know that's not it, but you gave me the. Okay, well, let me see here. Okay, messages. Yeah, WMC. I'll just show it real quick. Yeah, I typed a little paragraph. I can't ever just message without saying a sentence. It's all got to be. And it'll be under Electric Family Motorcycles. So that's another alias too, Jeepers. So before COVID, can I say the C word, COVID on here without? I said COVID. Before that, we had a pretty good business selling these electric motorcycle trials bikes for kids and stuff. So that's where the Electric Family Motorcycles comes in. I wanted to ask you, I am part of an American motorcycle live stream every week. Maybe would you like to join us? Ooh, that would be cool. I could even look better than I look right now. Shave, and I do have presentable hair. So yeah, that would be cool. That would be a fun way to network and talk with others. I live a really bubbled life here. Cruiser and a Harley ride. That's cool. I mean, it's not. it's not my thing, but I know a lot about it. I work on probably more cruisers than anything. Harleys, a fair amount, but not a lot. I did work in Sturgis for 2 years. I could tell, oh my gosh, Angel Face Moto Rider. We could have Rob down and, well, maybe not. I'm getting ahead of myself. We have some Sturgis stories. So for 2 years, I went with Rob to Sturgis to just change tires specifically under a tent with a business. That's all we did all day for 7, 8 days, whatever it was, and changed Harley tires. And we have some stories. Yeah, send a link. Absolutely. Drop a link in the description. Promote anything you can and want to. Absolutely. Just right in the chat. You've got it. Western, I'm gonna just double check the thing here. Maybe it wasn't you. WST RN MSS CLMBR. Yep. Do you have 0 posts, 26 followers, and 48 following? Yeah, followed by Paradox of Chad, Crystal, all our homies. So it's got to be you. Maybe it's me that I haven't posted, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I can show that. I think that's your profile picture. It's like hiding, almost like you're peeking around a tree. I guess I could blow the picture out bigger. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, it's you. You're up in a tree. Jesus. You're higher than a house. Here's the link to the next stream. All right, I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna notify already. Boom, subscribed, liked. That's how we do that. And then that way I'll get the notification and I can definitely check it out. I'll watch it, and we'll, excuse me, we'll meet up on here, and it is in 33 hours from now, which is early tomorrow morning. Don't feel bad if you're not available for it. Oh, I should be 30 tomorrow morning. Yeah, we'll be good. If not, I'll set an alarm. Like I can watch it afterwards too. But yeah, we'll definitely check that out. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream tonight and inviting me to a motorcycle stream. That would be cool. Yeah, I haven't looked yet. I will check it out. You've got yeah, your channel is doing really good. Let me go back here. Where were we? You got 15, wow. 800 videos? No, I'm not looking at yours. Oh my God, wait, am I Moto? No. Am I looking at you, Moto? No. Dean Baumgartner. Yeah, maybe I am. Is this you, Dean? Make sure I'm on the right channel here first. No, you're not. Yeah, I know you are a girl. Yep, you might be shocked when you have a look-see at my channel. Okay. But the Moto Bomb Virginia. So is that the person you collab with to do the live streams? I'm just, because it says Virginia, but you're from Canada. And so I don't know if this is your husband maybe, or someone you collab with to do the videos. How am I getting, okay, I'm confused. These are all from Virginia. So that's why I'm just like, okay, I need to read my chat. See, look at this. I get so distracted. Total ADHD here. Is is your friend's channel. That's who's hosting the stream. Okay, cool. That's what I figured. Because Motobomb, how do we, Motobum? That's how I would pronounce BAUM here in Wisconsin. Like Bumgartner, that's how you would spell that. So I'm just curious how y'all pronounce that. It's hard to, I can't hear your voice. So we all meet on Motobomb at Virginia channel. Okay, cool. Now your channel I can look at here. Go to channel is holy cow, you were like, we're in a race for subscribers. Oh my gosh. We have like the same amount of videos and subscriber count. That is so cool. You're beating me though, I think. Not that I haven't looked in a while. 762. Angel Face Moto Rider 782. Now it's 783 because I subscribed. So there you go. I'll be checking it out for sure. Oh wow, you got good views too. Oh, I like your thumbnails. Very cool. Very cool. I'll be checking that out for sure. But I need to go, everyone. I really don't want to. My son is in the house. Been there for an hour and a half now. Okay, cool. That's how you say his name, Motobomb. Bump. Here, I always want to mispronounce it. I had it, and then I'll get it. So I'm just gonna quit saying it. Well, thank you. No, I'm serious. Really, I don't look at other channels. So when I do, I like to critique, and I love those thumbnails of the, what do you call it? Shows how my criminal background is. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. I love that. The Grom, decent. My son loves Groms. He was all about, a friend of ours put a big bore kit on his Grom and blew it up. But yeah, cool. Ooh, I like that. Little Miss Super Sport. What do we got here? What is that? An R3? Is that your R3? I thought you had the CRF 230. Because that R3 is sick. That would be my dream bike for around where I live. I would just pound that thing to town and back. That would be so much fun. Or the new Kawasaki ZX400. Oh my gosh, an inline 400. Are you kidding me? Very good photos. I love the light. Love the backlight. Okay. Let's go back over to here. Hey, thanks for being here, Westy. I appreciate it as well. Thank you very much. Hey, that's okay. I don't like to get dirty either. That's why I have these. I don't know why I bought them, but they're like jewelry gloves to like highlight watches and stuff. So like my first video I did, they were perfectly white gloves. And then my son's like, Dad, why do you wear those? And I'm like, I don't want to get my hands dirty, you know, but, and it looks kind of cool. So very nice. I want to be a collector as well, like my neighbor Rob and others. It just takes time, and full-time single dadding it is, you know, I'd rather see him ride since I rode for the last 20 years. I'd rather see my son ride right now. And then as we work harder and smarter, we'll get more bikes and rock it. I wanted to just surprise you when you found out. That's awesome. No, props. Congrats to you. That is so awesome. And R3 is, okay, you've just like, you keep climbing that awesome ladder. But I haven't watched. I gotta watch now. So screw that sidecar video. I'm gonna be checking out Angel Face Moto Riders videos, aka Angel Face. I'll just call you Angel Face. No more. We'll drop the Moto Rider. thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it as well. Thank you so much. Westy, thank you. I'm going to go. Angel Face, thank you. Very nice to meet you. Look forward to interacting with you in the future. Westy, as always, thank you. Let me know if you get that on IG. If you don't, you can email me. It's in the description of my channel, but it's Concealed Carry, my name, Kerry. Concealed in front of it, like hidden. I'm concealed out here in the middle of nowhere. concealedcarry@gmail.com. Feel free. You as well, Angel Face, if you want to email me to that so I can connect and get to that live stream in the future, that would be awesome. I would love that. So, Angel, thank you. That's how much is going on up here tonight. You know, Angel Face Moto Rider, and I couldn't put together that your name was Angel. So, yep, it's time to go. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Talk to y'all soon. All right. That was fun. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Really do. It means a lot. I don't know how to shut the stream down, so we're going to try that. All right.